Hey everybody, it's just Josh here, and today I'm going to guide you in an exercise that's going to help you get in touch with your heart and be able to offer it to the Lord in worship. You're going to want to set aside about 30 minutes, maybe more if you've got it, but about 30 minutes at least for this exercise. So if you don't have that time now, bookmark this and come back to it later when you do. You're also going to need some supplies. You're going to want some colored paper. Construction paper works great. Different colors, different sizes is wonderful. You're going to need a pair of scissors. Grab some markers or pens. I encourage you, I picked the colors that are calling out to me today. I encourage you to actually think carefully about the colors you pick and just grab the ones that are getting your attention today. And then if you've got some other fun stuff around, feel free to gather that as well. I've got some little cotton balls, some pipe cleaners. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but I like to have a variety of things around me just in case. Probably want your phone or something else that could give you some background music just to set the tone there wherever you are. If you use your phone for background music, I recommend airplane mode so there's no notifications. So go ahead and gather what you need, pause the video, and come back. Welcome back. We're going to look at a couple of scriptures together before we start working with our hands. The first one is from 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7b. I encourage you to read the words along with me on the screen. Read them out loud right there where you are. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Just want you to remember after each scripture, your heart is important to God. The second scripture comes from Mark chapter 12, verses 30 and 31. This is after Jesus is asked the question, what's the most important commandment? Let's read this together. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. The second is this, love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these. Remember, your heart is important to God. Lastly, we'll look at Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. Let's read it out loud together. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Your heart is important to God. So with that in mind, I'm going to ask you, how's your heart? I've been asked that question before and I haven't had a good answer. Oftentimes, we're not even aware of where our hearts are at any given moment. So this exercise will help you capture what's in your heart. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick one piece of paper to be the basis of your heart. And you're going to cut a giant heart out of whatever color paper you choose. I'm going to choose orange today. Orange just happens to be my favorite color, for one. And second, it's a beautiful, vibrant color, and that's what I'm feeling today for my heart. So you choose something that works for you and cut a giant heart out of your piece of paper. And we're back. You've got your heart, I've got my heart. This is a good start. Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and after each question, I want you to pause the video, rip up some pieces of paper, different sizes, different shapes, different colors, and write down any words or draw any images that come to mind as you reflect on the question. All right? The first question is this: what are you afraid of? Second, what are you excited about? Third, what do you desire? Question number 4, what are you disappointed about? Question number 5, what are you grieving right now? Number 6, what is really important to you? Number 7, what do you love? Now, after you've created all these little pieces of paper, and drawn your images, and written your words, begin to own these things. These are part of your heart. The good, the bad, the ugly, it's all there. So you're going to take your glue stick, and you're going to take those little pieces of paper, and you're going to add them to that base heart that you created. Put them any which way you choose. Layer them on top of one another. However you decide to do it is the right way. Just going to get them in your heart somehow. So hopefully by now you've done some work on your own heart. You've been creative. You've asked yourself and answered some good questions. Let me show you what I've done here. Just in answering the question, what do I desire? Right? I wrote connectedness and adventure. Those are things that are really important to me. What do I love? I drew a little picture of my family here. What am I grieving? Recognize today I feel grief over separation from some of my favorite people. I don't live close by, and so that separation is painful sometimes. I also feel, even though after 19 years of grieving my mom's death, I still feel that grief if I listen to my heart long enough. Other things on mine here. What am I afraid of? Fear of failure. Did a big scar here across my heart, recognizing some old scars from soul abuse inflicted by, first of all, myself, and then realizing also by others. So just got creative with some colors, some shapes, and here's my heart today. Now, if I were to make this tomorrow, it might be a little bit different, and that's beautiful. That's as it should be. So today, as you make your heart, just take a look at it, own it. Say, yeah, this is me. God, this is my heart, for better, for worse, the good, the bad, the ugly. There may be even things that you are afraid to put on there. I would encourage you, even if you don't have words, or you don't want to put the words on your heart for whatever reason, you're afraid someone else might see it, go ahead and just pick something that you know represents that and add it to your heart. Make sure that you don't leave anything out that you know is in your heart. Have it represented there on your piece of paper. And then just quietly and humbly say, Jesus, here it is. Here's my heart. I give it to you today. I worship you with my heart. And let it be what it is today. I've talked to friends who, after working on this for 30 minutes or an hour, they've kept this in a prominent place so that if other things come to mind, they can add to it. I'd encourage you to try that. Put this somewhere where you'll see it. I want you to live out of your heart, worship out of your heart, love others with your heart this week, just as it is. And may you, as you connect with yourself, be able to more fully worship Jesus. Thanks for watching this video. If this was meaningful to you, I'd encourage you to check out my YouTube channel and subscribe. And maybe even consider becoming one of my sponsors on Patreon. I'll see you next time.